Namaste, I'm Annapurna Sharma. Welcome to the 4th episode of Nutrition Talks, Heart to Heart. Today I will be talking about healthy eating. Is there a prescription for healthy eating? Yes, there might be one. There might not be one. Because individual needs vary and there is no ready-made plan that suits all individuals. But there are certain guidelines which individuals can follow to lead healthy lives. Today I will be talking about the food guide pyramid. You must have heard about it. It's a triangular representation of the different foods, and it is broadly classified, divided into 4 parts. And you can see the diagram towards the end of this video. The base of the triangle contains foods that must be eaten in sufficient quantities, like cereals and legumes, like rice, wheat, jowar, barley, oats, ragi, millets. All these foods come under this category, which must be eaten according to one's level of physical activity. Now, physical activity again can be classified into 3 types. That is high level of activity, moderate levels of activity, and low levels of activity. High levels or intense levels of physical activity include activities like running, jogging, playing tennis or playing any sport, trekking, hiking. All these activities come under intense activities and which require high amounts of energy. Moderate physical activity includes those activities which we do on a routine basis. It could be domestic household chores, it could be playing with the children, the normal gardening which we do at home. So all these activities are moderate activities, and a majority of the people come under this category. And the third group, or the lower levels, is also a morbid level of activity, because this is a very dangerous level where there is little or no activity. For example, sitting for long hours or lazing around with phones, iPads, or other gadgets. So with no mobility at all, there is little breakdown, little need for energy. So we blame it on technology. But it is the individual who is at risk and not the technology. So therefore I advise, please get up and walk, even if it is for 10 to 15 minutes. Do not sit for long hours. And depending upon the physical activity, the cereals and legumes like rice, wheat, and all these foods must be consumed. The second part of the food guide pyramid consists of vegetables and fruits which must be eaten liberally in large amounts. You should eat colorful vegetables, seasonally available and locally available vegetables. And for more on fruits and vegetables, you can watch episode 2 of Nutrition Talks, Heart to Heart. And the third category of the food guide pyramid consists of foods that come from animal sources, like milk and milk products, meat and meat products, fats and oils. And these should be consumed in moderate amounts. And for more on fats, the good types of fats or the bad type of fats, you can watch episode 3 of Nutrition Talks, Heart to Heart. And the last or the topmost part of this food guide pyramid includes foods that must be eaten sparingly. These foods include those unhealthy food categories which are unhealthy only when they're consumed in excess quantities, like refined foods, processed foods, junk foods, foods that are high in fat, high in sugar, sweets. So all these come under this category. So eat them sparingly. You will never know. It's like a tip of the iceberg. You will never know when you will suddenly, like when there is a sudden increase in weight, or when you encounter a certain disorder, or you develop an addiction towards a food. So beware of this group. Eat it, but sparingly. Now all these 4 food categories, food groups that I mentioned, these are the guidelines given by the National Institute of Nutrition, India, and this is also endorsed by the Ministry of Health, India. And apart from these guidelines, apart from these food groups, there are other guidelines also, like to exercise regularly, to stay active, then say no to alcohol and smoking. All these must be followed. And for more about these guidelines and the food guide pyramid, you can see it towards the end of this video. Now, there is an interesting thing I would like to bring to your attention, that apart from this food guide pyramid, there is also another healthy eating pyramid given by the Department of Nutrition, Harvard School of Public Health. So this healthy eating pyramid contains another part which forms the base of the triangle, and you will be surprised to know it involves a lot of exercise, lot of hard work, lot of physical exercise. One must be consistent and constantly motivated and continue to do exercise every single day, even if it is for 40 minutes or 10 minutes or 15 minutes. One must make it a habit, a die-hard habit. And also one must eat the right amounts of food to maintain the right weight. And for specifics like the types of exercise one must do, or maybe the type of diet, maybe in a weight controlled, weight loss diets or weight maintenance diets, you must always consult a specialist in that particular field. And the healthy eating pyramid also, the diagram is given at the end of this video, and you can see both the pyramids and you can compare for yourself. A quick recap of the food, of the different types of the different parts of the food pyramid. Number 1 is the foods that must be consumed adequately or sufficiently. That is cereals and legumes. Number 2, the foods that must be consumed in large quantities or liberally, like vegetables and fruits. Number 3, the foods that must be consumed moderately, like foods coming from animal sources. And the last part is the foods that must be consumed sparingly, like processed foods and refined foods. Food Guide Pyramid given by National Institute of Nutrition, India. Healthy Eating Pyramid given by the Department of Nutrition, Harvard School of Public Health. Food in moderate amounts heals. Food in excess hurts. Thank you.